memory and mood to focus and energy. Everything we do and everything that we are is connected to our brains. It's one of the most modifiable parts of our bodies, and that's why Dr. David Winter is here with Baylor Scott and White Health to break down ways that we can make our brains stronger and prevent the odds of dementia as well. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
So glad to have you. So if you can you break down how do we keep our brains vibrant and functioning well as we age?
Keeping our brain healthy has everything to do with keeping our body healthy. So we're talking about good eating habits, good sleep, regular exercise, and stimulation. That's also very, very helpful. Stimulating the brain can do these things, and if you do all of this, we found that the brain cells actually grow and multiply. The connections actually enhance a process called neuroplasticity. So our brains can get better, Erin.
Interesting. Okay, so they can get better. Do they age over time?
Well, not necessarily.
Really?
A good example is our muscles. So your muscles get weak over time, but you exercise, the muscles can get stronger.
Right.
So can your brain. Big thing is stress now. You want to be careful with stress, but if you can stimulate your brain, that really helps. Now, I'm talking about playing puzzles, word games,
crosswords,
getting new skills, maybe taking a new language, playing a musical instrument, socialization, even out with friends. That stimulates parts of your brain. When you do these things, your brain can get better.
I like that because I think a lot of the times we focus on working our bodies, making sure that we can sit up and get back down, right? Or we're making sure our knees are functioning, but we have to do the same thing for our brain as well, and taking that into consideration. Now, speaking of our brain, I think a lot of the time sleep has a big part to do with it. So how important truly is it? Does 6 hours versus 8 hours make a difference?
It's definitely very, very important. You know, you charge your computers, your cell phones at night. Our brain recharges when we rest. And it's very important that you get the right amount of sleep, 7 to 9 hours for most people. And when you do that, your brain actually can get nutrients up there. The bad metabolites can get out of there. It just makes the brain healthier. So sleep is very important.
Very important indeed. Okay, so what about things that we should be avoiding, things that are not good for our brain?
Well, addicting drugs, of course, excessive alcohol, tobacco, those things are bad. Let me get back to stress. Stress is a big challenge to our brain. People that get overly stressed, their brain ages with that. So you want to try to manage stress as best you can, avoid it whenever you can. When you do, that can help your brain to get better.
I feel like people say it all the time. Stress is one of the biggest killers in our country, right? I mean, a lot of people can suffer from it, and it's easy to kind of negate it or throw it into the corner because life happens, right? Between your job and your family, you know what I mean? Stress can take over without you even noticing. What about social media? Because I think a lot of the times most of the time, right? 7, 8 hours a day, we're on our phones, we're ingesting content coming from somewhere else. How does that affect our brain?
It depends on how you use that. And if you're learning a new skill, trying to get some answers to a problem, you're finding things that you're interested in, maybe about history, maybe about the biology of the brain, for example. You can find those things online. If you're going down those rabbit holes of social media that just keeps you going, that numbs the brain. That's not good for you. So it depends on how you use social media. It can be bad, can be good. But for us, our brain can get stronger, can get better. It doesn't have to age. Just got to do the right things.
I love that our brain doesn't age necessarily with us as far as years go. What is one thing we can implement today to really start our journey towards a healthy brain, to make sure that we can ensure a long life, especially up here?
Yep. Challenge your brain. Do new things. Find new friends. Find new activities. Pick up a new talent, a new skill that you might pick up. Anything you can do to make the brain stronger, just like your muscles. Work your muscles more, they get stronger, your brain gets stronger with stimulation.
Okay, so what it sounds like is we need to lean in with intentionality, and it might be something that you're already doing, and you can just expand upon that. So if you like a little top golf, maybe we take it to a full range and expand upon it there. Or like you said, a crossword, even that we can just pick up at the store and do it before dinner or even before bed. And that might actually help with the sleep as well. Very good. Dr. Winter, if you can you tell us where we can find so much more information, any tips or advice that you have?
bswhealth.com. bswhealth.com.
Thank
Good
you
to be
so
with
much.
you, Erin. Always good to be with
Thank you so much,
you.
Dr.